Hey, my name's Chris Collins. I'm the airport director here at Mount Vernon Outland Airport, and this weekend we're excited to host the 2019 22nd running of the AirVenture Cup Race. Here on Friday morning, expecting the mass arrivals for the AirVenture Cup Race, and I wanted to kind of say a few things about the race. We were very fortunate to have it here in Mount Vernon, Illinois. It came about basically because of the Light Sport Expo that we do in September. The airport manager from the Wisconsin airport that it's the finish line called me one afternoon and told me that the racers were looking for another route from the south up to Oshkosh in the odd number years, and because we had done such a fine job with the Midwest LSA Expo and hosting and the hospitality of Mount Vernon, they said your airport would be really good to put in a proposal to host this race and the race start. So we did, and several months went by and I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden I got a phone call and they wanted more additional information, and so here we are. We were selected in 13. We do the odd number years. Mitchell, South Dakota does a fine job in the even years, so it gives the race a western course one year and a southern course the following year. And we're just thrilled to have the visitors here. That's what we like to do at the airport, bring people to Mount Vernon. And we're looking forward to another great weekend of having a lot of friendly people here in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to the AirVenture Cup. Here I am in Mount Vernon for the second time, having a great time and being with a very friendly host and family here. My name is Greg Struve. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. I flew down here in my Long Easy that I built with a very good friend, Steve, years ago, and it's been flying for 30 years.
Hi, my name is Doug Corey. I'm from Romeo, Michigan, just north of Detroit. And this is my 8th event at AirVenture Cup. It's only my 4th event with this airplane. I've flown co-pilot in other planes. I've been flying this plane for 30 years. And the excitement of this race and the hospitality of the Mount Vernon personnel at the airport in the city is just amazing. We're happy to have this sponsored by the community here.
Well, good morning. It's race day here at Mount Vernon Outland Airport. We're about 30 minutes from the start time. And I guess before we talk about the race, let's talk about yesterday. What a fabulous day we had. It was hot, but we had a good time. Had a lot of people here at the airport checking out the airplanes, a lot of arrivals. Had a good Young Eagle rally. We flew 92 kids. Had a lot of fun with that. The kids were excited. Had a couple formation flybys, and then of course the arrival of this beautiful L-39 Albatross jet that's behind me here. So as far as today's concerned, at 9:30 a.m., which is about a half an hour away, all these planes will be starting up and heading north to Stevens Point, Wisconsin is the actual finish line. They changed finish lines, and then after they cross the line at Stevens Point, then they head to Wausau downtown for a luncheon, and then trying to figure out whether they're going to get into Oshkosh or not, which is the main problem with all of us that are going. Is Oshkosh has been deluged with rain, and so we're all kind of got a big question mark ahead of us. But let's talk locally for a minute. We've had a fantastic weekend, wonderful support, signs along Broadway, townspeople coming out and welcoming the visitors, which is all the things that we've been asking. It's been great. All of our visitors are very, very impressed, and I think we've done the right thing that we wanted to do, which is try to get them back here 2 years from now, and I think they will probably be back after what I've been told of how well we've taken care of them. So thank you everybody for doing your jobs and welcoming our visitors and rolling out the red carpet.
All right, so a couple updates this morning. Weather's looking better than forecast, which is encouraging. That happens occasionally. The one issue that we have on the race course right now is kind of some morning cloud, ground fog up in the Illinois River Valley towards Sterling Rock Falls and Madison. It's hovering right around the 800 foot. The good news is visibility underneath is excellent. It's 10 miles. The bad news is we have to wait until the course is VFR before we can launch. We're going to launch the chase planes. We've got a weather scout airplane that just left a little while ago. One of the Eclipse jets is on its way to Sterling Rock Falls to do handle the timing up there. We're going to give them a chance to get into position. The update in Oshkosh is the same as it was last night. Obviously, they have not had a morning update. There's still standing water. The campground is closed. All grass parking area is closed. They are working on, they closed one of the runways at Fond du Lac, and they're working on additional hard surface parking there.
Hi, I'm Ed Cole. I'm from College Station, Texas. I flew up here today to be part of the Air Race Classic. Looking forward to this. This is the first time I've raced here, and I've got a twin commander behind me. It's a 500B built in 1964. My background is I flew 20 years in the Air Force, flew fighter aircraft. I started out actually in T-33s after I had went through pilot training, and then upgraded to the F-4. And after the F-4, then I flew the F-16. I was one of the early individuals to get into the F-16 and ended up with 2,000 hours before I retired from the Air Force.
Well, you're about to see the L-39 Albatross take off, and he is going to take off. He's going to do a right downwind, come back and do a low pass.
Roger, race 21. Race 601 rolling. Race 21 rolling. Race 298 rolling. Race 1 through 3, race 7 6 going to come up behind you and high on your left, on your right.